Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about Jose Ramon Larraz's Rest in Pieces. You may know him. He was also the director of Vampires, which was cool. Kind of like an erotic thriller thing going on, or erotic horror. Deadly Manor, which was slow but sort of interesting. And my favorite of his probably is Edge of the Axe, which was like a horror mystery movie that I have on Blu-ray. This cover is really cool. This is put out by Vinegar Syndrome. I like the little artwork of that dead person getting grasped by hands. It's got a really good transfer. It looks great from an original 4K negative, and an interview with the main actor, Scott Thompson Baker, who was cool to see someone after all these years. This movie is from 1987. It's 90 minutes. The point of the film is this couple, the woman's aunt dies and leaves all these houses in like this cul-de-sac to her and her husband. And I think it's her husband. It could be her fiance, but I think it's her husband. And they get there and they know she has all this money and all these houses, but they can't find the money, and each of the houses is occupied by a different person or couple, and they're all really weird. And they're like very eccentric and strange. They're trying to figure out why these people are living in the houses rent-free, and why the aunt kind of gave them the house but then left all these people there and has this sort of agreement with them to leave them there without them paying anything. They sort of want to get the money and leave, but they also want to like sell the houses, and they're having this conflict with the people that live there now in this cul-de-sac. And it's got a weirdness to it. The very beginning of the film starts out with still photos and music, and it reminded me of Plumbers Don't Wear Ties on the 3DO. That is a really weird reference, and I know that, but it was just very odd to go from a movie clip to these still shots with music. And then the rest of the movie sort of reminds me of Grave Robbers, not the Spanish one, but the American one from the 80s that Vinegar Syndrome also put out, where the woman is at a diner as a waitress, and this guy walks in and proposes to her on the spot, and they don't know each other, and she moves in with him, and he's a mortician, and he's eating people. And it's got this goofy, campy music and storytelling with horror elements. It sort of reminds me of that, because there's real goofy, like silly crap going on, but there is some horror elements, so it's sort of meshing different genres in a way, because it doesn't seem to be taking itself too seriously, and that's what's fun about this film. It starts to unfold as to why these people are there, and why they're giving them such pushback, and there is some murdering and things happening throughout the film. No really great gore. There's a cool little plot twist at one point. It was a good little kind of cheesy horror movie. I enjoyed it. I think, as I said, Edge of the Axe is probably my favorite. This would come in second. Vampires probably, and then probably Deadly Manor, which I didn't love, but I do sort of like in a way. So check out Rest in Pieces if you haven't, especially if you did like Vinegar Syndrome's American version of Grave Robbers, because that's kind of the closest thing for me to pinpoint as it being similar to. I think that was really it. It's got some decent special effects. You'll know some of the actors' faces possibly, but it was nobody really big. It was all like these low budget. Oh yeah, Jack Taylor from Conan the Barbarian. That's cool. I don't know if I would have recognized he was from that, even though I love that movie. But let me know, guys, if you've seen Rest in Pieces. I liked it. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.